Good morning. Great to be with each and every one of you this morning on Sunday, April 26th, 2020. This is Daylight with Dean number, sound is there, good. Daylight with Dean number 15. Hey, thank you so much for joining in with me the past 15 days with this. I've been a little caught off guard by how much feedback I've gotten from you on this and how many of you are joining in, and I just have to tell you, I really appreciate it. It was fun yesterday. I got to see my in-laws. We did a bit of shopping for them yesterday and also celebrated my daughter's 25th birthday last night at our house a few days after the fact. There were 9 of us, so we were within the legal limits, but we had a great time, and my mother-in-law was so excited. She shared Daylight with Dean on her Facebook page, and she's like, "Dean, you will never believe who was watching you. You'll never believe it. It was so exciting." And she started mentioning all of these friends from college, all of these friends from early in her life that she's connected with on Facebook. She goes, "Who would have known they'd be watching you on Facebook?" And I'm like, well, that would never have happened unless you would have shared it with them. And so if you have friends that you want to connect with this way, to have just maybe 10 minutes in the morning to kind of focus and start their day, feel free to go ahead and share it on your Facebook page and see who of your friends might get a kick out of this time together. Yesterday, we only had one gift for Zoe. It's fun now that she's married and the burden of the gift during birthdays does not rest solely on the parents. And Zoe has been enjoying cooking. She's been watching Michael Simon videos on Facebook and trying all these new recipes, and who would have thought? Just been a lot of fun. So she started exploring these pans that she wants, and Leslie's favorite, she has 2 favorite cooking pans that she has used. One is called a French pot something. I should have practiced the name beforehand, but her Le Creuset that she bought about 15 years ago, she uses shamelessly, and we were able to talk to Zoe about all the different things she was looking for. She was looking for, this kind of pot that she could cook in and this and that. And since we found one at Macy's that had been returned that was so cheap, we bought it, and it had been sitting in our cabinet for about 10 years. And Leslie looked at me this week and said, "You know what? I'm not using this, and she would enjoy it so much." So we had the original box and packaged it all up and gave it to her. And it was so fun to see how much joy that she got receiving that gift. And it's a gift that she will use for the rest of her life. And Leslie was talking about her favorite cooking pot and how she was going to give it to this child after she died. And our kids got a little worked up that we were talking about after we died. This morning I was thinking about the gifts that I received after my parents had passed, and they gave me great gifts throughout their life, but I wanted to share 2 of them with you this morning. This is my dad's cowboy hat. My dad in the early 70s went on a couple hunting trips to Wyoming, and went with my uncles, and a group of about 8 to 10 of them all went out to a ranch and hunting, and bought this hat, brought it back, and it was just his cowboy hat. He had a number of them, but this was his longest lasting one. And after my dad passed, my sister had this hat, and I was thinking about it, saw a picture with it, and my dad, and I just asked her, I said, Tarla, is there any chance I could have that hat? And she goes, absolutely. And she gave it to me, and I wear it shamelessly. I've preached in it. I've wear it around town. Now, I grew up in Delmont, just 20 miles from here, and it was out in the country. It was not odd in the 70s to see people wearing cowboy hats around that area. In New Kensington in 2019, 2020, it is a very strange sight to see somebody wearing a cowboy hat. So Frank Perriello is my only other friend I have in New Kensington that will proudly sport a cowboy hat. But this is a gift that I received from my sister, from my dad after he passed. My mother, this is her Bible. It's a Life Application Study Bible, New Living Testament translation, and it's thick and it's big. And this is the Bible that she used her whole life. I say her whole life, that's not true. She used the last several years of her life. She was very excited about the large print that it had, and loved the study helps with it. And so after she passed, I got this Bible, and just very grateful for this connection with her. You know, there's this verse in James that talks about good gifts and the difference that good gifts make in our life. And this verse says, every good and perfect gift comes down from the Father. Something along those lines. And so often we have good gifts available to us. We are given good gifts, and we miss them. We don't pay attention to them enough to catch them, to notice them, to see them. And sometimes we're given good gifts that we don't fully appreciate until much later, after they've been given. My mother and dad built their house in 1969, and so they got right at the end of the colored bathrooms. Our downstairs bathroom was yellow toilet, yellow sink. Our kids' bathroom was white sink, white tub, white toilet. My parents' bathroom had a double vanity with red sinks and supposed to have a red tub and a red toilet, but they couldn't get the tub in red for some reason. They thought they could, but they couldn't. So they went with a blue tub and a blue toilet. And my mother in her bathroom had a padded toilet seat. And padded toilet seats are great, except when the plastic starts to crack, and then every time you sit on it, it pinches your rear end. And that's a little bit much for a Sunday morning. But I remember as a senior in high school, because using your parents' bathroom was always more fun than your own when you were a kid, I was so excited because I had a job, I was earning my own money, and this store in the mall had a plastic or a padded toilet seat that was blue that matched my mom's toilet. And I was so excited that I, as a 17-year-old now, had the ability to buy my mother's own gift for Christmas and give it to her. And so I saved, it was like $60 some in 1983. And I saved the money. I went to the store. I don't know why they sell padded toilet seats at a regular retail store at the mall. It was not Lowe's, it was not Sears, some random toilet seat store at the mall. And I bought this toilet seat. I was so excited about giving this gift. Got home, wrapped it up, Christmas, gave it to my mom. No, it was her birthday. Sorry, it was her birthday in October. Gave it to my mom. And the look of disappointment, the look of confusion, why is my 17-year-old son giving me a blue padded toilet seat for my birthday? Was priceless. So I want to invite you, just take a few moments and take inventory of gifts that you have been given, of gifts that you have given, and some of the reactions in your spirit when you receive the gift. Zoe's reaction with her Le Creuset pot that she got was priceless. And my mother's reaction to the padded toilet seat was priceless. So I want to invite you to take inventory of some of those gifts that you've been given and just see what joy comes your way, or maybe sadness comes your way, or maybe hope comes your way. The reason I wanted to share this with you this morning is because today in our services at the River New Kensington, we are going to be streaming our Sunday morning worship experience at 8 a.m. on Facebook, on the River's Facebook. It's just the River New Ken Facebook, or the River New Ken YouTube. We'll stream it at 8 a.m. and then we'll also replay it at 8:30, and then it'll be on after that as well. It's central to this message, which is going to be about anger. I talk about a gift that was given to me, and this gift was one of the most significant gifts given to me while I was in college. And I want to invite you. It's just a 58-minute video experience with worship and music and all this stuff and the message. I want to invite you to watch it till the very, very end, because we have a real sweet 3-minute treat for you at the very end. And I want to invite you, if you want to share it while you're watching it with your friends on Facebook so they can enjoy it as well, or create a watch party, you're welcome to do that as well. I think that's all I got. I don't have a timer, so I don't know how long I've been on, but I just want to thank you for taking this time to be with me this morning. Love you guys. Grateful for you. And have a great Sunday. And I can't wait till I get to see you again on Monday morning. Thanks, guys.